All right, guys, welcome. So here we are, guys. It's been a while. Back with some State of Decay 2. Now, the question I have for you guys today is, how hard is State of Decay 2 Nightmare Zone? Now, as you guys know, I've primarily, especially over the past few years, since Lethal Zone was introduced, I've pretty much exclusively played on Lethal. I was one of the beta testers, one of the guys that was helping the team build Lethal Zone, and absolutely forgot what Nightmare Zone's like. Now, Nightmare used to be the highest difficulty in the game. It was the top difficulty, and I know a lot of people still to this day say it's quite difficult. Now, the one thing I will say is, out of all the difficulties, from what I remember, I would definitely say Nightmare Zone is the best balanced difficulty in the game. So when you play it, it won't feel unfair, because a lot of people, they play Lethal Zone, they say it feels unfair. From what I remember, like, Nightmare Zone still had a challenge to it, but it didn't feel unfair. It was very well balanced. So today, what we're going to be doing, I know it's been a long time, we're going to be jumping in and playing some Nightmare Zone and just kind of seeing what it's like, because I haven't played it in years myself. Kind of knock off some rust. I'm probably gonna get crapped on, guys. It's been a long time. So here we go. As you guys know, Deadlier Humans, free chords, and extreme scarcity. Ooh. All right, let's do it. For maps, I don't know, chat. I'm thinking about maybe going with, like, let's go with like Drucker, somewhere like people don't generally play. Yeah, we'll go with like Drucker. All right, so we're gonna pick some peeps here. I'm gonna just roll quick for a few traits. We're not gonna roll at any of those. Now I still am gonna turn the curveballs on max negative, so it won't be a pure Nightmare Zone playthrough, because I will. So it'll be a little harder than Nightmare Zone is supposed to be, but I don't want no legacy people. Stop it. All right, how do I don't even remember how to fucking people. How do you get people, chat? Oh, random. Yeah. Yeah, it's been that long. I don't even know what the hell we're doing. All right, so we're gonna roll here for a sec. Look at that, chat. Off the bat, I fucking beat the game. I got a Blood Plague Survivor. Get out of here, dude. Are you serious? But Blood Plague Survivor with no 5th skill. Come on, dude. Welcome back to State of Decay 2. You gotta be crazy. What? Oh, no. All right. That's one for the legacy pool right there. So if you guys are newer to the game, don't know what Blood Plague Survivors are, they are completely immune to the Blood Plague. So they just don't catch it. Very, very, very powerful trait. Yeah, I'll take I don't even know if we need hygiene in Nightmare Zone. It's usually like a Lethal Zone, like, yeah, I don't think we need that. I think it'd be a waste of a trait. I don't know. I might be underestimating Nightmare Zone a little bit. I'm gonna keep this mechanic though. But I can't imagine the Blood Plague being that bad. High pain threshold, medicine. You know what? Screw it. I'll run a hygienist. We'll run one. All right, guys, here we go. Let's not waste no time. Again, I do have a poll up because I'm interested to see. Now, don't flex. Don't flex, chat. I want your true answer. Nobody. It's an anonymous poll. Nobody can see what you vote for. I just want I want a true representation of what zone you play on, what difficulty you play on. Just because I want an idea of you know where everybody is kind of in the community, difficulty wise. So like if you're really a Nightmare Zone player and you happen to click lethal on accident, hey, you can fix it. It's okay. I forgive you. All right, let's do this, guys. Man, it's been a while, dude. I don't even remember how to play the game, dude.
And we're empty. Again.
So, whose turn is it to find more fuel? Not me. Last time I almost walked right into a horde.
I have a better idea. We could settle down here instead of moving on.
I admit it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through. Now that you mention it, it does feel kinda homey.
It's settled. This town is where we'll set up our new base.
There it is.
We'll just have to find a spot that's defensible, maybe with some room to expand.
Hobovic, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to the fam. All right, so we got crappy backpacks galore. Not a single 8 slot. Awesome. Start off with food and materials.
I really hope we find a new home soon.
Just take that later.
We need a new home, and we need it right the heck now.
All right, so yeah, now I think one of the main differences between Nightmare and Lethal is there's no plague ferals. Yeah, there it is. Just that's normal ass feral. So there still is a feral. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect them to spawn that this early. Oh yeah, let me make sure the curveballs are. How do we even do the curveballs? I don't even remember. Yeah, here it is. Curveball settings. We're gonna go to continual, negative only, no positives. Negative effects very strong. Accept. Save. That's gonna suck. Okay. Storm Chaser, what's going on? Well, thank you for the super chat, dude.
You noticed the creeper, right?
All right, so we're just avoiding that feral for the time being. I feel like I ain't played Drucker in a while. I used to love this. Was my favorite map until Trumbull Valley dropped.
This is it, I say. Here we go.
Coming in from all sides.
Oh shit.
Creeper on the way.
This ain't a bad spot.
Any particular reason why I'm playing State of Decay 2? Not necessarily. People have been asking over the past few months, like over and over and over and over again for me to play. And, you know, I keep telling people, like, we played so much of the game, you know, I kind of wanted to give it a break because we did like 5-6 series last year, I believe it was. and I told people I kind of wanted to take a little break,
Not
and
much left of that.
then we would get back to it. And I was looking through my playlist last night, and I was like, damn, it's been almost a year.
I like that idea.
It's been almost a year, and I was looking through some of my series, and my algorithm on my channel for State of Decay has always been very, very strong. And I noticed that my State of Decay algorithm is not that good right now. And I was like, you know what? Let me inject some State of Decay into the algorithm a little bit.
Improve this place. I'm seeing some results over here.
I'm glad to hear it.
All right.
How about you scout an area for us?
Why Nightmare Zone? Because it's different. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full playthrough of Nightmare Zone. I was just interested in seeing what Nightmare Zone was about. Because this is not just for you hardcore sweats that will just watch Lethal Zone playthrough after Lethal Zone playthrough. This is also for newer players to the game who might have not tried Nightmare Zone.
I'm all finished up.
And
That's great.
are interested in seeing,
That's all of it.
you know, what Nightmare is actually like. Maybe I can give them a tip or two here and there onto how to overcome and give Nightmare a chance. So you got to remember, there's more than just Lethal Zone players in the world. All right, so we got all that in. Resource-wise, we're just gonna square up our resources real quick. Get these swapped out. So far, difficulty-wise, there's actually quite a few freaks on the map already. So let's do this materials quest really quick. Now, I don't remember the building cost actually in Nightmare, so we're gonna have to check those. Okay, stuff's a little cheaper. It's not gonna zero me out. So we'll build an infirmary. So first things first.
Free beer to anyone who can help us out over here.
We'll try to get our vehicle up and
I'll be
running,
there with you before you know it.
I want to try to get a ranged weapon. I don't
Gracias, amigo.
recall where. So there's an army checkpoint at the top of the road there. So maybe we can walk down there, see if we can get our hands on a ranged weapon. I don't think there's anything else close where there's any gun stores or anything like that. Yeah, I know a lot of people prefer Nightmare Zone over Lethal, mainly because Lethal, I mean, at least for me.
Another project finished.
Oh shit,
Great
there's
job,
plague
folks.
screamers. Yeah, so I think every freak in the game is a plague freak, minus barrels on this difficulty. But I know a lot of people do prefer the Nightmare Zone because Lethal Zone does require you to play the game a certain way. Like a lot more stealth, especially early on.
Glad that's taken care of.
You have to have a bit of a stealthy approach. If you're not a fan of stealth and you kind of want to play a more running gun style, you probably would not enjoy Lethal all that much. I'm trying to remember the map here. That's one of the cool things about not playing the game for so long is I don't remember everything. Yo, is this that little, damn, I haven't seen one of these cars in a while. Is this that, like, sports car one? It is. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the last time I've gotten one of these in a playthrough. Four slot trunk, too. We also need to get some fuel for the car. Oh, there is a gun store right across the street. You see, fucking you guys are pros, dude. Ooh, screamer. Yeah, I forgot about that gun store. It's right over there. There's no way this thing knows where I am.
Someone would love this.
I'll take that. I mean, we needed the ruck anyways. We could probably get this car. Actually, we'll take the other one because the only problem with this car, it's only a 4-slot trunk. So yeah.
Hey, I suppose it could be worse.
And we'll equip that. Working on a mod to eliminate all the cheese used by the... Dang. I think if there was a way to mod the game, right? So ferals could climb cars. I think that would be a huge, huge deal for a lot of people. I'm trying to think of all the cheese tactics. I try to personally not use very many of them. Megasaurus Day, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate the support, dude. For real. No, it's a mod. A mod, guys. Not like changing it in the game. So there's actually quite a few freaks. All right, Nightmare Zone, I see you. All right, let's go drop this off, and then we'll go hit the gun store real quick. I mean, ferals can climb. They're supposed to climb. It's just a gameplay thing that the devs never implemented. But the ferals should be able to climb on a car. I mean, they can jump up on top of almost any structure in the game. They just can't climb up on top of a little car. And it has nothing to do with the ferals limitations. It's the actual gameplay limitation itself. All right, so we're going to go hit the gun store, and then we'll go... Actually, let's go grab the car. Yeah, let's go grab the car, and then we'll drive it over to the gun store. We need to try to get ourselves a... some kind of ranged weapon for ferals. Oh, fuck. There's two of them? Let's go get that gun real quick. Oh, no. Yeah, hopefully this thing's not freaking preluded. Yeah, I don't know what the... Yeah, they don't blow. They don't. You can blow up the cars, though. Yeah, not the gas tank, though. You could blow up the cars, though.
I'm feeling hopeful about this place.
The car explodes. It's empty. All right, so let's see here. What do you guys think? Good. You think we're gonna get some good loot here? There it is. So we got an M1 carbine, some 9mm. Not a bad rifle, actually, to get early on because it shoots a handgun caliber. So not bad. It's just obviously not suppressed. So right now we're going to shoot it only probably to kill ferals. Juan, thank you so much for the membership, Joe. Welcome to the fam, dude. And how's everybody doing today, by the way? I hope everybody's having a good day. And we got a crossbow. Nice. Nice, actually. Wow, we got some... That's a good start. Really good start. All right, we got some...
Sorry, can't carry that.
Backpack's full. I would... let's climb this cell tower real quick. See if we have a bigger vehicle within range. Because if there's a bigger vehicle in range, I don't want to sit here and spend fuel on that starter car and then there'd be like a damn van or a pickup truck around here or something like that. Well, I appreciate you, Juan, for real, dude. Damn, guys, it's been a long time. So much of this feels so foreign right now. It's crazy. I think it probably doesn't help that, like I said, I generally play Trumbull Valley, like always play Trumbull Valley map. Yeah, so we found that vehicle. That's our starter car. The best bet is over here, but I don't think there's gonna be one.
We could put an outpost there to good use.
All right, starter car it is. Now, I still am a firm believer that Nightmare Zone actually has one of the hardest hordes in the game, chat. Which is wild because I actually messaged the devs. I asked them, like, because Nightmare Zone has the double Juggernaut horde, which I still think is way harder than the horde in Lethal, which has one of each freak, has the bloater, has a screamer, has a jug and a feral. I still think the double jug horde is the worst horde in the game. I can't tell you how many community wipes I've had because of that horde alone. And I did want to see them implement that horde into Lethal also, but they never did. Me and Joe Swarner talked about it for a while. All right, so yeah, we got 2 ferals here. Hopefully I'll just be able to... Good shot. Normal ferals are kind of easy, chat. Because they die in one hit. Cryptic, no, they thought I don't know why I don't think they thought it was too unbalanced. They just thought it was an easier horde, I guess, than the one they designed for Lethal Zone. I believe Nightmare Zone also has the full armored zombie hordes too, which is like you get like 10 or so armored zombies, which is also quite a difficult horde, and I don't believe Lethal Zone has the armored zombie horde either. Yeah. Let's get this bad boy up and running. Quite a few zombies around here. Do I have any idea how large the dev team is working on State of Decay 3? I don't know exactly. There's a lot of people that work at Undead Lab. A lot more people. I seen somebody. Listen, guys. I keep seeing people because they come in the stream. Now they're playing State of Decay. I guess it's the best place to say it. I know there's a lot of worry and stuff because of the whole Microsoft stuff going on right now with Undead Labs and them losing people and this and this and that. There's people that are out putting videos talking about. Somebody earlier said that they seen a video saying 80% of the dev team was fired. Like, don't listen. Like, none of that shit's true. Okay, like the people that are saying this have no idea what the hell they're talking about. There was like 12 people that lost their jobs from Undead Labs with the whole Microsoft thing, and they were all pretty much tied to the marketing team. The game is fine. State of Decay 3 is still being worked on. It's still being developed. Obviously, losing people still, it sucks for the team, but it's not going to be detrimental to the development of the game. Okay. I wish I could tell you guys more. Like, you know what I mean? I really do, but I can't talk about it. But just trust me when I say everything's fine. Just relax, and there'll be more information in the future. I want to grab this bolt over here. But
exhausted.
I
need to rest.
think when I was there in Undead Labs last year, I think there was like 140, 150 people or something like that on the team. All right, let's go empty out our bag real quick. So all we need now is ammo. So we're gonna head back down to the gun store and meds to get our resources looking good. And then we'll go talk to the people. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed with the amount of freaks on the map. And we'll rock this gun right now. I really did wish, maybe we'll get a suppressor at some point, but I'll use the gun instead of the crossbow.
Got some good shit for you.
And we need to find a repair kit. There is a, yeah, I think there's a maintenance shop up the road here. I turned my curveballs to maximum negative. Oh shit. This place repopulated with zombies. John, thank you so much for the
Something's still
gifted. I
lurking
appreciate you, dude. How you doing today? Rachel, what's going on?
Wonderful.
I think the one thing that kind of messes up the State of Decay 2 or State of Decay 3 ideal, I think what a lot of people have is people think the game was further along than
That's a lot
it
of
actually
stuff.
was. And I say this because the developers themselves have said it for years, and people kind of like, obviously they can't talk about it openly, NDAs and all that. But if you guys remember, what really is throwing off everything is that first gameplay trailer. I think is what is kind of screwing up people's perception of time. And that first gameplay trailer came out in what it was it 2020, guys? I think it was 2020. And at the time, 100% of the studio
To find here.
was still working on State of Decay 2. Nobody was, the State of Decay 3 was pencil and paper. Okay? The game was not being developed. That they didn't have an engine, they didn't have anything. The game was just an idea when that first trailer came out. And it was just an announcement trailer saying State of Decay 3 was actually going to be a thing, that the game was going to be developed. At the time, they didn't even start developing it. Now, if you guys pay attention, what year did we see all the devs start to move over to the State of Decay 3 team? If you guys pay attention to their streams when they're giving clues, and you know, Jeffrey Card would even say, Jeffrey Card didn't even go over to the State of Decay 3 team, I think, until 2023. Is when he fully, I think it was 2022 or 2023, when everybody officially went over to the State of Decay 3
Wish I had
team.
room for that.
But prior to that, most of the team was still working on State of Decay 2, all the way up until like update 25. I think it was update 25 or update 28. One of those updates there where you started to see more of the team leave, and it was kind of a skeleton crew left on State of Decay 2. But that's when State of Decay 3 started to actually be developed. So realistically, I try to tell people, do the math. The game is probably, like, no bullshit, been being developed for probably only 2.5 years, maybe. And that's just by the clues of when the teams left and actually started moving. You've seen the dev teams move. You've seen that the people in the UK take over the development of State of Decay 2. That's when State of Decay 3 started to actually be worked on. So that first trailer, and the devs in Undead Labs have even complained about that trailer. So many of them were not happy. I remember the day, I don't know if you guys were there, but the day after that trailer released, oh my God, like, they had to do a live stream because the trailer came out on like a Sunday, and then they had their normal weekly live stream that next Monday. Grant, Jeffrey, all of them were so upset. They were not happy that trailer released. Wait, serious? Oh my! Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate this fucking curveball. I'm not saying we're a few years out from State of Decay 3 at all. I'm trying to more or less rein in people's expectations on, they think the game's been being developed for 5 years. Oh my God, I hate this fucking curveball, dude. Is it eating my fuel up bad? It is. God damn it.
I can smell that cloud.
Bangernomics, the one that makes your cars run like crap. Rachel, thank you for the 32. I appreciate it. 4 months until 3 years. Heck, almost there. Rachel, you know I appreciate you. Yeah, at this point, we're probably better off going on foot. Bangernomics. Yeah, there was a lot of drama in Undead Labs behind that trailer. I've spoke with some of the developers that were, they're like, dude, we should not have done that trailer. That trailer should never have happened. Things about the trailer that, like, they didn't even like what was in the trailer. Like it was. I don't know if the devs are gonna ever like speak publicly about that situation and like what happened. I hope they do at some point clear the air on some of that stuff, because I know there's a lot of confusion in the community. Or maybe one day I'll get the green light to clear it up. I don't know. Once the game releases, I'll just say whatever the hell I want. But and Juan, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I say 2026 more closer to 2027. I could agree with that. All right, so we're gonna loot this location first. I was gonna go out in the car down the road here, but it is that Bangernomics curveball is horrible. You man to see what's going on. Okay, so we already pulled loot out of the front here. And then we'll grab the medicine on the other side. The Bangernomics curveball actually has my car stuck on the hill. It won't move, Chad. I was trying to drive it up the hill. It won't move. I didn't expect to pull mats out of here. I didn't know this gas station had mats. It's obviously on the thing. Nice. We got mats and fuel. So the one thing I'm noticing right off the bat, guys, is multiple rucksacks in a single, multiple rucksacks of different variety in a single building. They cut that out of lethal zone. I don't recall being able to get more than one type of resource out of a building in lethal, but I also don't remember. I haven't played the game forever. Maybe you can. I don't know. But I feel like I've been getting a good bit of resources so far. Russell with a 39 months, dude. I love seeing the old state of Decay again. Much love to you and fam. Russell, you know I appreciate you. But yeah, I just want everybody to know. I know a lot of people are really worried about the whole State of Decay 3 thing, and again, I wish I could talk to you guys more about it. But all I can say is just we're fine. The game's still being made. Do I think the layoffs could affect the release date of the game? I don't really know, because I don't have full, disclosure on exactly who was let go. But from what I've seen so far, it seemed like the people who were let go were mainly from the marketing team. And do I think losing your marketing team on a title like State of Decay 3, do I think that will hurt the release date? Not necessarily. I don't really see how that. I don't think they lost any of their core devs. I don't think they lost like software designers and art designers and map builders and things like that. I don't think they lost any of those people. They lost their marketing people, which I think State of Decay 3 will do fine without marketing. But I don't know. We'll have to see, guys. We really don't know. All right, so we're gonna head. We'll head over and grab the meds first. Will I try any big overhaul mods for 7 days? Maybe. It kind of depends on how big they actually overhaul the game. Yo, this flashlight is crazy bright. Now, which one is my? I think it's Josie here. Yep, Josie's our Blood Plague survivor. We've played Daisy on the channel. I don't play it like that though, but we've played it. Get this cleared out too. We need a freaking repair kit also. Now the one thing I've noticed is there's no play carts around here.
Talk to me real quick.
Of course.
Damn, another curveball? Stop it. Try to backdoor before we smash the door down. Do you want AI driven
We
NPCs
still have some
instead of
creepers
here?
here.
I don't even know what that is, John. Thank you for the super chat. I'm more curious to hear, because obviously
For me, don't mind if
I
do.
can't talk about it, but I would actually like to hear, what do you guys want to see in State of Decay 3? Like what I've seen somebody earlier say, you know, they hope to see more like tall buildings. Now the devs have already kind of talked about the reason why State of Decay as a franchise doesn't have tall buildings, and we kind of talked about this. I want to say it was like probably a little over a month ago. We were talking about games and interiors and things like that, and the reason why, ooh, nice heavy weapon. The reason why State of Decay doesn't have tall buildings is, for instance, we'll just use this building for an example really quick. And State of Decay has lootable containers, right?
I'm carrying a bit much right now.
The game is fully open world, right? The whole world's loaded all at once. It has a lot of detail, as you guys can see on the floor, like all this like stuff here. You got the blood, you got chips, you got bags, you got a lot of furniture and stuff. Like there's a lot of detail going on in the interiors and in the buildings. Plus the lootable containers, the items you can get, all the zombies that are constantly outside. The game has a lot of stuff running all at once. And the issue with that is if you look at any game that does have huge buildings that you can go inside, games like Daisy, for example, a lot of the times, when you walk into those buildings, what do they look like? Absolutely bare rooms, bunch of empty square rooms. And it's like, yeah, you can have a fucking tall, 13, 14 story apartment building with 2 empty shelves and a bag of carrots sitting on the shelf. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it works. So they already said that the way they build their worlds and the way they flesh out the worlds, for them to try and, make the map with really, really, really tall buildings, it's way too expensive. Like they just can't afford it. Like, not gameplay wise, like your systems can't run it. The Xbox can't run it, and you would need a really, really high-end PC to be able to run it too. Even look at games like some of the games with the best open worlds of all time. You look at games like Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto. You can't go inside any of those buildings. The Division, you can't. It's not how the games are designed. So for State of Decay, they're like, listen, you can go in any of our buildings. If you see a building, you can go in it for the most part. If it has a second floor, you can go in it. So that's the issue that they're battling, is trying to figure out how do we implement our world, you know, with like these bigger buildings and interiors and things that people want to see. And it's just, yeah, they're having a hard time with it. At least with State of Decay 2. So with State of Decay 3, I still don't expect to see skyscrapers. Like, I don't. They've openly said, you know, that that's very, very difficult for them to try to pull off. Want to see new maps? Oh yeah. Want to see Norman Reedus. Zombies, freaks in a decayed state. Want to see more engagement, drama within the community, basically more depth with the community interactions. Weather, storyline, better relationships. Zombies. I love the ability to form working parties, clean wrecks off the road, clearing roads and stuff like that. It'd be pretty cool. Push a zombie out of a window off the... you know what game had some of the best... Let's actually talk to Hector real quick, because he's going to hit us with another curveball, and I'm going to be super upset about it. He's downstairs sleeping. Oh gosh. So I'm not feeling so good. I think my community's gonna get sick. Damn, man, these curveballs are freaking punishing as hell. We're gonna have to I think we're gonna have to get medicine here soon. Yeah, we're gonna get hit with that. That's gonna suck. So we can prep for that one and kind of figure out the medicine ordeal. We're gonna go talk to this enclave, get the ball rolling on that too. Is Bangernomics still active? Yes, it is. All right, she's getting tired though. We gotta swap survivors. What about Dying Light? They have a lot of tall towers. Yes, but a lot of the buildings in Dying Light are oof.
That fucking blows.
There it is. Yep, that sucks. Still some of the buildings in Dying Light are just set pieces. Think like really think like there are some buildings that you can get into. A lot of them are tied to story, or some of the buildings in Dying Light are actual instances. Like you go in and it loads up, and then I know like VNC Tower was one of them. But if you really think about a lot of the big apartment buildings and things like that in Dying Light, you can't go inside of them. You can go on top of them. You can climb them and go on top of them. Some of those huge skyscrapers, they'll have like 2 or 3 floors that you can actually access, but the rest of it you can't go in the building. You know what I mean? It's not like you can go in every single room in that place and loot it out. That's... All right. These curveballs are going to whoop my butt right now. I'm feeling it, chat. I'm feeling it. Buildable walls for a base. Weapon modding and more different map biomes. That's a solid request right there. That's along the lines of some of the stuff I would like to see too. All right, so we're gonna switch out these for some painkillers. We'll grab the energy drinks. I've always had an issue with the kind of the wall system in State of Decay. Like, there is no like true defense. Like, you know, the zombies can just jump, and even with the walls and stuff like that, like there's no way for you to really secure your base. And I've always had an issue with that. All right, so under the weather is gonna, yep, 3 med rucksacks. Now we could go back to this medical site that we just hit. I highly doubt I'll pull another bag of meds out of it. Proper scopes. That's a good one. Let's get him aggroed. Might actually build a food outpost right here for right now. Yeah, so survivors eating 4.5 food a day. That's going to catch up with me really, really quick. We're not careful.
The outpost is looking good. You know, with some extra elbow grease, this place might really shine. Oh, not bad, I suppose. I should keep searching.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, well, we can't drive, so we're trying to get meds within walking distance right now, until our vehicle situation is better. We're walking pretty much everywhere. I kind of wish they'd come up with a new idea for screamers. It's so overdone now. It's a cliche. Well, the thing is you got to remember, like, screamers serve, like, there's, in any zombie lore, in any zombie games, like, there's always got to be a type of zombie that will aggro the other zombies in the area. Yeah, you know, I think State of Decay has done a good job kind of building on the screamer. Because initially the screamer from State of Decay 1 was pointless. It didn't do anything other than scream. And then even State of Decay 2's original iteration of the screamer was the same thing. It just screamed. That's all it did. And then they came out with the Plague Screamer, which I felt was a huge, huge improvement to the screamer system, because then it made the screamer able to fight back and kind of shoot the shit out at you and stuff like that. So it gave the screamer a little bit of offense. So seeing them either keep that or build on that going into the third game would be pretty cool. I do agree with that. All right, so yeah, we got no medicine out of here. Oh, right there. We got the Tartan Mart we can grab a bag from. I was gonna pop this bloater here, but no need to make the noise. He might stand up there in the daytime. Sometimes they do. They'll get up and start walking around. Hayden, how you doing? So we're playing on the Nightmare Zone. Okay, so we actually got quite a few infected over here.
I can't keep this up.
So honestly, right now, Nightmare Zone, I would say, isn't too bad. The hardest thing we're dealing with right now is the curveballs. Actually, the curveballs have added a significant level of difficulty or layer of difficulty on the base Nightmare Zone right now, because I am feeling a bit of resource strain right now because of my people being sick. Bangernomics limiting my driving right now.
This is going to be a good day.
Did I happen to watch Sunny's video? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I don't. Sunny's a good dude. I love Sunny. I don't buy into. I don't like to spitball speculation though, especially because it can create confusion in the community, and it can make people think situations are worse than they are. It creates unnecessary panic. And right now, the way the community is, I think the last thing we need is any additional unnecessary panic, especially when there's so much uncertainty. And I was a bit surprised to see that he put that video out, if I'm being honest, but at the end of the day, he's a YouTuber. He's got to do his thing.
I'm not seeing any more of them.
But yeah, when, you know, people click on YouTube and all of a sudden they see a huge freaking banner thumbnail and a title, and it's like, oh my god, it's State of Decay 3 in a ton of trouble. People are like, oh my god, what the fuck? You know, and it just creates that panic, and I don't agree with it. It's not something I would do, at least. The base is kicking out so much noise. If we don't fix up soon, Jesus Christ, dude, are you kidding me?
We might want to reconsider how we've been doing things around here.
No way. No, dude, I haven't played in a while, Bro Guardian. So I'm a little on the rusty side. I'm feeling a little slightly overwhelmed at the moment. We're still got everything under control. Yeah, we have the negative curveballs all the way up. So I am feeling a little bit of the pressure right now.
I'm not sure any of this
we've been
is
getting
working
hit
out
with
the way
some
we
pretty
hoped.
nasty curveballs. I'm pretty sure if I was on lethal zone right now, I'd probably actually be getting my ass handed to me. So we need 3 of these. I just want Bangernomics to end. That's all I'm waiting on, is for freaking Bangernomics to end. Yes, we need 2 more rucksacks. All right. I'll go down and I'll grab that other food ruck in the road, and then for medicine, I believe there is another Tartan Mart on the corner here. There's also one here on the corner too. We can also grab a repair kit from there. We'll go check. Oh, we need to go check to see if these survivors have any rucks too. Let me clear out the screamer. I think they nerfed. Yo, Bangernomics is still going, Scylla. It's been at least 30 minutes. I feel like it's been a while. So I have a question. What would you guys like to see? What would you guys like to see from like the infestation, like plague side of things? Like, would you guys want to see them? Obviously, we know the blood plague's going to be in State of Decay 3. What do you guys want to see from like the blood plague / like infestation systems from State of Decay 3? We haven't talked a whole lot. Like, I haven't seen you guys really say much about gameplay. All right, so let's go link up with that. Want to see more plague walls?
There's nothing here that we need.
They might even have a repair kit. Should have grabbed a crossbow realistically, but it is what it is. Total hive mind. Plague wall covered environment. Infestations left too long become plague hearts. Plague hearts left too long become plague walls. A squad control system. That's always been a really big request I've seen. People are like, if infestations sit too long, I want them to become plague hearts. That's been a very big request that I've seen people say for a while.
How's it going?
Okay, so yeah,
The safest way to collect samples is by killing plague zombies. The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart. Those things basically infect their whole environment. It's nasty as fuck. Or you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous. Grab your big guns. You don't want to fuck around with this one.
All right, so they have materials, Molotov. Wow, they really don't have shit for sale.
Helping out like this is a good way to make friends.
Let's hope this pays off.
This actually
Use allies out here.
pays pretty decent. We'll start messing around with some blood plague zombies as we push up the road here. I'm gonna make my way toward this Tartan Mart. We'll locate the plague cart. I know there's a medical area over here. I think there's actually a vet clinic or something right there. So I know it's south of the police station.
I can taste blood in the air. I think a plague heart is nearby. Probably lots of plague zombies too.
If we would have brought a crossbow, we'd have been able to farm up samples a little faster. Yeah, before we get too committed, let's go back over to base. Let's grab our crossbow. Maybe Bangernomics will end by the time we get there. But yeah, bringing a crossbow will help us farm the samples a bit faster. Not really into blood plague stuff. See, I thought the blood plague mechanic was one of the best ways for them, because I feel like regular zombies are boring. Like, if there's no threat to you, like, I don't know, I just feel like they're boring. And the blood plague added another layer of danger to normal zombies, where it's like, yeah, if you got swarmed by enough of them, you know, you can get bit and get infected, so on and so forth. And then, you know, then you had to try to cure said infection. And then, you know, with the plague spreading to the freaks and stuff like that, I don't know. I thought the plague system was an awesome addition to the game. Well, we know plague hearts are still going to be a thing. We've seen it in the trailer. There was that, or at least what looked like a freaking plague. That building that was next to the car, whatever, that place was all fucked up with plague. Okay, so we'll swap this. We'll grab, I got a lot of, yeah, we got the classic crossbow with bolts. Man, we did really, really well getting ranged weapons early on. See, Maker, my mindset for State of Decay 3. Let me hold on, chat. Usually I don't think before I talk, so I gotta make sure I think about what I'm saying before I say it, so I don't say anything I'm not supposed to say. So when it comes to weapons in State of Decay, especially going into a game like State of Decay 3, my expectations for the system, and I said it with State of Decay 1 and State of Decay 2 also, is State of Decay 2 has a lot of different guns in it. All right, like lots of guns. And it's like, there's a few basic attachments you can get, but there's like a 9mm. Then there's the same 9mm, but with an extended mag. Then there's the same 9mm with an extended mag and a scope. You know what I mean? So it's the same gun, just with different attachments on it. And then it'll be like, oh, this is the super rare version of this gun. You know, like, for instance, the AK-47 there, the Infinite Rage, right? That's just, like, there's a bunch of different stages. You have the regular AK-47, then you have, like, the Prepper's AK-47, which is the same AK, it just has a drum mag on it, holds 75 rounds. And then you have the Infinite Rage, which just has a freaking cyclical helix mag on it, or whatever those things are called, that holds 150 rounds. But it's the same gun. And my mindset for State of Decay 3 was, I would like to see less guns, but more customization. So instead of looting an Infinite Rage, right, I would rather loot an AK and then find either the components, like the magazines, or components to craft my own magazine, you know, and build my own Infinite Rage. You know what I'm saying? That's more the direction I would prefer the game to go than just like having a bunch of different types of guns in it. I would rather get a 9mm, you know, either find or craft an extended mag for it, craft a sight for it, craft a suppressor for it, you know what I mean? Instead of just going out and find all these different variations for the guns, you know what I mean? I think that would be a much better system, ultimately, and it'd be a bit more rewarding, you know what I mean? For me, I feel like you can never go wrong with customization, because then you allow players
plague heart. This should clear up.
To not only feel like the survivors are their own, you know, being able to customize your survivors, the clothes, what they're wearing, and then, you know, like the accessories and things like that. You know, you can make their skills and things like that. You can make the characters feel more of your own. Now imagine doing that with your guns too. Now you have your guns that feel personalized. Like, yeah, I built this gun. I have it kitted out how I want it to be kitted out. And not being limited by, well, yeah, I didn't loot the variation of the gun I actually really wanted. So I'm kind of screwed. It's like that's where I would rather see the system go. But I feel like customization, like more customization, because that's what changed between State of Decay 1 and 2, was customization leaps and bounds. Was a huge upgrade in customization. And I would like to see that go even further with State of Decay 3, down to even like customizing like your vehicles, maybe, your weapons, you know, your survivors, your freaking, your accessories. Like things like that, I think would be really, really cool to see. I would like to see more, you know, more base customization, not in the essence of building my own bases, because I already told you guys how I feel about that. But I would like to see a bit more variation in the bases. We have got one fucking plague sample, chat. So plague samples are still pretty good to pretty hard to loot in Nightmare also. Green zone, it's like every green and like standard and stuff. I feel like it's like every zombie drops a damn plague sample. I like different types of gun which are able to kit out. Like I want, yeah, that's more like what I would like to see for sure. Exactly, nah, bro. Exactly the same guns, but it feels cool, you know, because people will sit there and they'll look at State of Decay 2 and they're like, damn, there's like 500 guns in that game, and it's like, yeah, but realistically, even different guns, like if you have
I'm done.
45, right?
Fucking A.
There's not much of a difference between it. It's like, yeah, you got 1911, you got a freaking, I don't know, a PP26 or whatever. Like they have like 15 different 45 caliber guns in the game, but they all are exactly the same. You know what I mean? They shoot exactly the same. They use, there's no difference. So it's like, I don't see the point in having, you know, 15, 20 different guns when literally they're just different skins of guns. You know what? Wow, we're getting tired quick. All right, let's try to see if we can. Oh, I don't even think we're gonna be able to get in here. It's a plague cart. We'll see. Maybe I can sneak in and try to get a repair kit. More scarce level of loot. It's a game changer for the next hour or so. I mean, right now, the loot feels pretty manageable. Because there's no way Bangernomics is still going, chat. That shit is still going. Oh my god. Different variations of like plague infected.
Oh, this place is just awful. Not exactly what I was hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. We're looking for a repair kit, baby.
I knew I'd find something.
There it is. So righteous, I mean, that's a good, they've already stated, and you can tell by
I
looking
need to slow down.
at the trailer, there was information put out that, we gotta move. That the time frame on State of Decay 3 is far in the future from 2, like years have passed. There's speculation going around that it's about 7 to 8 years or so between State of Decay 2 and State of Decay 3. So obviously, if we take any context from any games that have kind of, damn, our stamina's dog shit with that curveball. That is scary dangerous. Look how my person's almost no stamina. But yeah, it's we could probably, it's probably safe to assume you're not going to just go out and loot tons and tons and tons of military grade stuff. You know what I mean? We're probably going to have to do a lot more crafting and stuff like that. Just how the world works when you're that far along. Robert, it's good to see you, dude. Nah, bro. See, I don't think a system like that would work with eating and drinking, because State of Decay, you're not playing as one person. Like if the game was, you're just playing as one person, like, yeah, you know, managing your food and water and stuff like that. But imagine if you have a community of 15 people, right? And you gotta like switch to each person and eat and drink with all 15 people. Or say, what if the devs expand the amount of people we can have in our community and say we can have 30, 40, 50 fucking people in our community? Could you imagine how tedious it would be to like feed all those people? And that's why they don't even have it in this game, because it would be really, really tedious. So it's more of like a daily, they simulate your people kind of eating on their own when you're not playing with them. But if you were to have to feed and drink and eat, and
these plague samples,
really
I
tedious.
can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected. We're happy to share the recipe if you need it.
But they do already do that. They already do an
I'm glad you
auto-eating
can
system
help.
for everybody at base.
Don't let the Zeds get you.
You know what I mean? They already do an auto-eating system for everybody at the base. So then it's like, well, then what about the person you're playing as? And it's like, well, now
We've got to be out there destroying plague hearts. Ain't no other option.
I can do that.
so then you're like, oh, well, what about the person you're playing as? You're like, okay, well, everybody else is automated. Like, why would we have them waste development time so I can make my one person that I'm playing as eat and drink? It's like, why? When you just switch off them and they'll just go eat and drink on their time off, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of what they're simulating. Like right now, I'm not playing this, the character. Everybody at base, they're eating, they're doing what they need to do to stay alive. Yeah, we gotta avoid fights right now. We have 0 stamina. But I think the eating and drinking systems work good on games where you're just playing as one person. But when it's like a community-driven game like this, yeah, I think it's better for it to be more widespread. Like your community just auto eats and drinks. You got to provide food and stuff for them. Oh, we're definitely going to be playing Grounded 2. It's been a while since we played Syndicate. Hell yeah, it's been. I didn't even realize it was as long as it was. I thought I played it like
We should take
within the past 4 or 5 months. No, it was way. Well, it was almost a year ago.
Here it is. I'm sure someone can put this to good
Okay.
use.
So all we're waiting on right now is Bangernomics to stop being a thing, and then we'll be good to go. Switch over to Hector. Yeah, he's got a crappy backpack. So what we can do, Chaz, we'll actually go loot these houses right here in the cul-de-sac in the area. See if we can get some better backpacks. And maybe Bangernomics will end. I've been saying that for the past like hour. This is not old gameplay. We are live right now. That's what. What's going on with all these what happened to State of Decay 3 videos popping up? It's just a bunch of people trying to farm clicks. YouTube. It's YouTubers doing YouTube things. Yeah. I mean, I could do the same thing and farm hundreds of thousands of views.
We've got a problem here that needs attention right now.
Okay, I thought that was my
Our
meds stolen.
neighbors just stole every scrap of medicine we had. How are we supposed to put up with this? What this town needs is law and order.
Yeah, this is a fresh
Can't let
community.
bullshit like this happen.
Shut tight.
Yeah, it's just people doing YouTube things. That's how you make money in this industry, realistically, guys. If you want to farm views, you want to farm money, just post a bunch of nonsense like that. You know, oh my God, like imagine if I would have spent time, create a good thumbnail, right? And put a title like The End of State of Decay 3 with a fucking, like, oh my God, I'd probably get 500,000 views on that video. It'd probably be one of the biggest views of the game. You know what I mean? Or I could sit here and make a bunch of speculation videos on State of Decay 3 and stuff like that. And farm. Chat, literally farm views. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of scummy. And it's just not my thing. Now, if I wanted to grow and have, you know, a bunch of views, like, yeah, I could do that, but damn, we are getting nothing. Just grab a paper towel or one of the yellow washcloths and just freaking squish them, or have Noah or Vito do it.
All right. I think we're alone.
There it is.
That's it. I'm done searching.
So yeah, that's why you guys are seeing a lot of those videos pop up right now. It's just people know State of Decay 3 is a very hot topic. You know what I mean? It's going to generate traffic. And you guys will see State of Decay 3 content from me, like news, things like that, updates. But when there's information, because I want to make sure if you guys hear anything from State of Decay from me, it is 100% confirmed information. I'll never speculate. We've done a few of those streams where we'll kind of talk about like things we want to see. But you're never going to hear me sitting putting out videos talking about, like, stating things as fact.
Bueno, no muertos around.
But bro, the thing is a lot of guys don't care, man, because it's like they don't need, realistically, to be successful on YouTube, you don't need a strong community. Like what I have here is what I wanted. But realistically, clickbait is king because you just make money. Like that, they don't care if you're gonna stick around, because the thing is if a lot of the times you'll watch a video of somebody who puts out a big ass clickbait thing, they'll get 1 million views, right? And then 6 months later, they'll drop another clickbait video, and then you'll click on it, and then you'll realize who it is. You're like, oh, fuck this video. But by then they're already paid. You already clicked on the video. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you see a clickbait title or something like that, and then you click on it to see, well, what is this? And then you're like, oh man, this is that dude I watched like 6 months ago who fucking releases bullshit. I don't want to watch this, but you just paid him. It's too late. And that's the problem with the content, is it's like by the time you realize the video's shit, you already clicked on it and you already paid the person.
This place seems chill.
They had a storyline in State of Decay where survivors within your community base turned out to be traitors. Oh shit.
Goods are goods.
Yeah, I mean, those type of things, I don't think they had any. So, Rocio, the only reason why a system like that really wouldn't work, because that's a cool idea. I really do like that idea. But imagine if you had this survivor here, for instance, right? And we dedicated tons of time building him up, getting his freaking skills up, and he's my favorite survivor. And then all of a sudden, like he like goes rogue and steals a bunch of food and he like betrays my community. And I didn't want that to happen. Yo, people are gonna be pissed. So it's like the devs have to be careful on what they mess around with in a game like State of Decay, because you can't just go and start doing, the game can't just choose to do stuff to your survivors. Like that shit will not flow over well for a lot of people.
I can't keep this up.
But I could see it maybe with an enclave, maybe betraying you outside of your community. But I think in the Warlord, maybe it's in the Warlord storyline, there is a little bit something like that happens. I think like some of the enclaves will like turn on you or something like that. But as for like people in your community turning on you, that would be wild. That would be wild. Camille, bro, you know, I can't believe, brother, how long it's been, man. You know I appreciate every freaking minute of it, dude.
Nothing.
Yeah, we are getting not a whole lot right now, chat. Yeah, you did kind of have it. And State of Decay 1 was a bit different too. And like, and for example, Alan, right, the cop there, right? He was narrative, like they drew up the storyline in the game where Alan dies, right? So
Coast looks clear.
in that game, like you're playing as like if you, I don't even know if you could play as Alan. I don't know if you could. I think if you get his trust up high enough, maybe you could play with him. I never did, but let's just say like you could get his trust up high enough and play with him. And then all of a sudden the story rips him away from you and says, no, you can't use this guy anymore because due to the story, we're going to kill him off. In a simulation like State of Decay, that feels bad because you're like, damn, dude, like that was my favorite character. You know what I mean? And I had no control over it. The game just up and killed them. People would have an issue with it. You can't play as Alan. So that's how they avoided that situation. And so is by making him not a playable character.
I gotta take a break.
I think a system like that, though, would work better in an Enclave storyline. Yeah, we are getting nothing. I did get a white noise machine. Can't really say that. Resources are looking really strong right now. Influence is looking strong. There's no way Bangernomics is still going, chat, right? It's actually kind of wild. Am I surprised at my poll results? No, not necessarily, because I figure I'd probably attract a audience that's very
Oh, how nice.
experienced at the game. And if you've been watching me long enough, you've probably dipped your toes in a lethal by this point. So I figured a lot of my people would be Lethal Zone players. Hey, Tal, dude. Bro, thank you so much for the super chat. Too many gray names. What do you mean, brother? We got some greens. Tal dropping the gifted. Operation Green chat, right? Tal, I appreciate you showing love to the community, dude. And if you receive one of those memberships, say welcome to the fam. So we got... I wish I had a bigger backpack. That's all I'm trying to loot right now is a bigger backpack. But Tal, how's your day going, man? It's the third time you had to subscribe back. That's wild, Jason. Well, the thing is I think how it works is, like, say you watch me for, just for an example, Jason. Say you watch me for State of Decay 2 content, right? And anytime I'm playing State of Decay, you're like, I want to watch this guy. But say I'm playing other games that you don't really care about, you're not going to watch the channel for like 4 to 6 months, you know, say 4 or 6 months goes by and then you don't watch. I know YouTube does do auto purges. Like they go through, and if you haven't watched the channel in a while, they'll just unsubscribe you from it when they do their purges. Paul, thank you so much for the gifted, dude. For real, brother. You brought us up to the even 15, Paul. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Damn, Jason, I couldn't tell you if you watched that. Maybe you accidentally clicked it. I've done that too before. I didn't even notice I was clicking through somebody's channel and accidentally clicked the unsubscribe button. When you're trying to click on like view channel or something like that. All right, so far, nothing. What about the enclave system, guys? How would you like to see them improve on the enclave system? Would you just want to, like, do you think the enclave... I think the enclave system in State of Decay 2 is a bit basic. It's very basic in my opinion. It's just 3 guys standing in a shed most of the time. I personally would like to see enclaves play a bigger role in the game. I would like to see maybe an expansion on like enclave bonuses, like how they play into the simulation.
All right, I think we're alone.
Roaming bandits, roaming human enemies would be pretty damn solid. I've always said that I would like to see that. I think the devs need to sit down though and really think hard on how they're going to implement the human enemy system in State of Decay 3. Because in State of Decay 2, I think humans enemies, they could have just took the system out the game and it really would not have changed. Like, honestly, the game probably would have been better in some aspects without the human NPC enemies, because the system is pretty meh. So I definitely think whatever they do with the human enemies in State of Decay 3 needs to really be fleshed out.
I have another task for you. Details for
Because State of Decay 1, they didn't even have human enemies in the game. And then State of Decay 2, they kind of tried to like implement it a little bit, and the system wasn't all that great. So yeah, we got to get materials and meds. The only issue, guys, I'd be knocking these curveballs off the map right now. I can't drive the damn car. It's the only issue right now we're waiting on is Bangernomics. Now we can go over here, grab the materials out of this. But man, this sucks. This really, really sucks. Did someone already mention my voice sounds similar to Joe Rogan? I've actually never heard that before in my life. Stealth should be viable against humans? Oh, hell yeah, it should. Make love, thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate you. All right, let's go do this. Damn, Chad, we're just in a waiting. Yeah, we can get we'll get a workshop built. We'll get a workshop built right now while we're waiting. Yeah, Bangernomics curveball. Especially when, how long have we been streaming? An hour and a half. So we've had it for at least an hour, right, guys?
Nothing worth carrying out here. I can't let that screamer bring more friends.
Have I seen Subnautica 2 gameplay? No. Jamie, thank you for the gifted, bro. For real, dude.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
Something we can
beautiful.
use.
I'll take the repair kit all day. Is that a screen danger? Beautiful. So there's a second ruck. I think, yeah, once we run both of these in, we'll at least get rid of that.
I don't think we're going to find anything else here.
One curveball. The meds, we still got to figure out where we can go to pull more medicine. So let's at least get this one curveball done. Ooh, actually. Yeah, I almost spent more resource. So I forgot the one curveball we have makes everything in my base more expensive. So building this workshop right now would actually be more expensive. So we gotta end that other curveball before we do that. Pocket with the 44 months, miss seeing State of Decay on the channel. Hopefully not long till State of Decay 3. So excited for the new game again. I'm excited myself. So John, as for like what I would like to see implemented in State of Decay 3, it's a slippery slope when it comes to me personally talking about that kind of stuff, because I don't want to get in trouble or try to like violate any NDAs or anything like that. So I don't talk about the things I would like to see in the game, mainly because it's like, if you've already read the book, how could you, and somebody asks you, hey, what would you like to see in the book? How do you answer that question? If you already know the story, but then somebody asks your opinion on what would you like to see in the story, you see, so if I start naming off stuff that is in the game, then whoever is, you know, watching me right now with the sniper rifles trained on me could consider me like leaking information or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I could just verbatim name off stuff that could actually be in the game.
I need a rest.
Damn, she is already that fucking tired. That's crazy. It's like every action, stamina just can't even run her over there. So that's why I like to ask you guys, what do you want to see? Army Gal, people try to get me to violate my NDA every day.
Okay, you know what really creeps me out? Taxidermy. So gross.
Every day people are trying to get me to violate NDAs. Any chance talk? So to play to dismay, so this episode here was kind of me checking out Nightmare Zone. Kind of wanted to see what the difficulty. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's actually pretty easy for the most part right now. The hardest thing about this run right now is the curveballs. Not even the zone itself. Like as you can see, it's pretty chill. Feels a lot chiller than Lethal at least. But I was talking with Guru, and he was kind of putting me on how I could play the modded State of Decay. I guess there's a mod for State of Decay out right now. That's pretty tough. And I was considering it. I was considering checking it out. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this video does.
I think we're
And then we'll kind of go from there. Are there anything State of Decay 3 related I can talk about? I mean, yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to talk about? I just don't talk about stuff that I want to see in the game. That's like the only thing about the game I don't really discuss. Am I talking about the Beyond Lethal mod? I don't know. I think it was whatever one the maker said, the Plate of Dismay. I think that was the name. I gotta go look at whatever one Guru told me about. Okay, so that should be done, guys. All right, base is good now.
for now, so nobody fuck it up, okay?
All right, so we can get this building now. So the map looks really bad, like when you see all, but then when you're walking around, it's really not that bad. The map looks horrible though. Let's see, so I think maybe we can get medicine. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where everything is. I know there's a vet place here, and I think you can. That's a hell of a walk, though. Especially because of under the weather, my stamina is really crappy, and then I'm only gonna be able to grab one ruck. So we'll go up the road here. I don't know if we can get meds out of this Tartan Mart, so this might actually be a wasted trip. But I think there's a medical place down the road, though. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, we're getting a medical rucksack. Maybe Bangernomics will pass. We'll find a vehicle up there. Maybe I'll grab some fuel. We'll bring a fuel can with me, just in case Bangernomics does pass. I can't use a car because of the curveball. Cannot drive right now. But I will bring a gas can. And if Bangernomics passes while we're out on the road, I'll be able to use this gas to maybe get a vehicle we find up and running. I really enjoy the vehicle variety and their upgrade variants in State of Decay 2. I would like that they'd expand on that in State of Decay 3. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely love to see that would be awesome.
The bloater looks ready to pop.
Behind you down the hill, there's a small medical clinic. Yeah, I already got that one.
Hey, mind if I talk to you for a bit?
Please. Leave me
Bueno.
leave me alone. What? What, dude? Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to her, dude. Just leave me alone. Damn, we already got triple screamer? Do I think my new player guide in 2023 is still relevant? Yes, 100%. The only thing that that guide doesn't cover is curveballs. John, we played tons of Ark Ascended. I did a bunch of the island map. I did some Scorched Earth stuff. And then I did a visit to the Aberration map when it dropped.
Hey, could you guys help us out?
Damn, that plague heart smell is fucking rancid.
But yeah, when it comes to new players, that's the only part of the game I didn't address in my new player guide. Now, my Lethal Zone guide, I did talk about curveballs. But the curveball system has gotten a little harder since then, and I didn't get a black plague heart during that playthrough either. That was before they fixed them. Oh, of course, it's a fucking enclave, dude. Are you kidding me? Maybe they have some medicine for sale.
How's it going?
Lulu.
What you got for me?
Sure.
Ammo. Now I believe it was down the road here. There's a military site. Like here, and I think there's another tartan mark there. We'll get up on the water tower there. We'll scout the area. And I know if you keep following this road down, there is a there's another town down this way. Damn, the maps
Another
feel
project finished.
stupid
Great
big
job,
when you ain't
folks.
got a damn car. Also, chat, for State of Decay 3, got another question. What would you guys want to see? So for maps, because I know we were throwing the damn, we're already down. Like, look how far stamina's already down. We got to be careful. No sprinting. We're gonna have to RP walk down here. We kind of spitballed some ideas back in the day on like what we would want to see for maps. Would you guys want to see like how the maps are set up now, where it's like a bunch of different cities, Or would you like the maps to be separated by like biomes? Like they're different, like each map city had a different biomes. Or would you really want to just see, or would you want to see like one big map? Like no more like moving maps, just one huge map with like different biomes and stuff to it. Like how would you guys want that to play out? Because right now, State of Decay takes the multi-map approach. Or would some of you guys like to just see one big map?
We have plenty of trade goods here. Any takers? Come on by.
All right, so of course Tartmart's a fucking plague heart. So again, it's the same as before. It's pretty split. There's people going back and forth. Some people saying one big map, a lot, and some people saying split. I wouldn't say one map gets boring. Like look at games like, I mean, even you got to think. When State of Decay 2 is out, I've played Trumbull Valley a billion times, and I still love that map. I still think it's better. All of the environments and stuff are the same for the most part. Now, when I say one big map, I'm talking hopefully the map would be big enough to where you could play on different areas of the map. Like imagine if you had Meager Valley, Drucker County, Providence Ridge, and Trumbull, whatever. 4 of the fucking maps all stitched together in one big map. What's the difference between having them all stitched together and being able to go from Drucker County to Providence Ridge to Meager Valley and be able to do it all on one map than have them all be separate? I feel like the separation of maps makes the game
As long
feel
as that plague heart's around,
worse.
this place ain't ever gonna feel safe.
Another car over there too. Not console friendly. Well, you guys do got to remember, State of Decay 3 is a next-gen exclusive game, so there will be no previous generation version of the game. And depending on how they do their world tech, there are games out there that have huge maps. Like Red Dead Redemption is a ginormous map, and it runs on console. Ghost Recon maps are huge maps. They run on console. They don't have the whole map loaded all at once. You know what I mean? But yeah, you look at Ghost Recon Breakpoint, that map is, or Wildlands, either of those maps are massive. Massive, massive maps. Please, Madison, please. Here we go. We're chilling.
Man, this place fucking reeks.
If we get jumped right now by something, we are gonna die.
That's worth taking.
Bangernomics is over, chat. When did that happen? Okay, so we're gonna grab this car down here. So our plan worked, chat. That was my plan, was to bring some fuel with me, that just in case. All right, and then there's a medical site here too, so we should be able to get both things of meds. We just got to be careful sneaking into this one because I have no stamina. But I don't mind the multi-map setup in State of Decay either. Like, I actually enjoy it quite a bit. My main argument was I really did wish they had a system where we could go between maps. Like right now, I'm like, all right, you know, I could, and then drive to one of the map points, go to Meager Valley, do stuff over there, come back to Drucker County. I always thought that would have been a really, really cool system. Wish we should have brought some coffee with us.
Better than nothing.
Dynamic weather, seasonal weather would be great no matter. I agree. Make it for sure. Now the question comes down to if they add weather to the game, what would you guys want to see from a weather system? Like, what would your... My main thing is I would like a Days Gone level of weather added to State of Decay. Where it's mainly just atmospheric and cosmetic. Doesn't really play a role on gameplay. Not a huge fan of weather on playing a role on gameplay. I feel like most weather systems are more annoying than anything, especially like cold and having to manage like that type of stuff on a game like State of Decay. I don't even know how it would work because you're not like, if you're playing as one survivor, like it would make kind of sense, but I feel like they can get really tedious weather systems depending on how they're done. I didn't get a black heart. Stop fucking lying. That's not what that said, Chef.
Just gotta keep looking.
Ammo. I did not know what was coming, dude. I didn't even think I don't... What the fuck, dude? We've done a lot of playthroughs, man. I've never gotten a black play card this early in the game.
Might be carrying too much here.
Okay, so it's over here. Is it growing is the question. All right, so it doesn't seem to be getting bigger. Looks to be pretty good.
I was out and about for a bit, so I brought back a few things.
Yeah, so the smoke will hurt us while we're in it. That kind of sucks. But it doesn't seem like it's going to eat up our fuel. Yeah, Yeah, it doesn't seem it's going to eat up our fuel, and it doesn't seem like it's going to grow. So that's good. Being able to drive in it is a game changer. So we just need one more bag of meds. No, we got one in the car. All right, so we got our 2 right here. Let's get this damn...
Damn, that plague heart smell is fucking rancid.
Let's get this other curveball done. It did say it drained fuel in the top box. I didn't see it. Someone said, what's going on? Oh, being able to drive again. We're gonna come up here and loot this out too. See if maybe we can get a sidearm, some kind of handgun or something. Jesse, thank you so much for the super chat. I decided to start a new community random last night. I wake up to you. Ooh, forgot that. That's a thing. When the screamers go off in plague territory, they wake up. Okay,
Yo, if we
be
put up
careful.
with that shit, we deserve what we get.
It's odd, man. Much love. Got you excited for State of Decay 3. There it is. No, I can't wait myself, guys. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be an awesome time. Ended up with 2 of the same car. I didn't even realize the paint job on the front of this car. I've never seen that before. You guys see that heart? What the hell is that? So I got 7,000 hours in this game. I've never seen that before. What is that? Has anybody else seen that car before? They added all this special edition cars in a final update. I've never seen that. Am I worried Xbox might cancel State of Decay 3? No.
I'm sure you're on top of it, but we haven't talked in a while, so how's it going?
They did have a handful of people get fired. I wouldn't say it was a lot of people. And I mean, it's still 12 people, still a lot. But I think it was around 12 people that lost their jobs. But none of them were detrimental to the development of the game. So most of them came from the marketing team at Undead Labs. So let's go. Yo, everybody's fucking tired. That's wild. So it's going to take a little bit for people to recover it. Emily is probably, yeah, she's in the best shape. And strange mutation. So we're going to have zombies are resistant to fire. Plague zombies drop lures, and zombies have the headless mutation. Where is that? Oh my god, dude. That actually might spread to my... These zones are usually pretty big. We also got a food trader on the map. We're good on that. And these people want bullets.
I'll be there in a jiffy.
I guess we'll owe you one, huh?
Let me see if I have any coffee, because we're going to need that. We do. So the awesome thing about this base is it has a kitchen built in. So I'm actually going to do up some coffee. Oh, I don't have water. Fuck. We can remedy that right now, though. Let's get a rain catcher. 16 minutes. 16 minutes is wild, dude. They were fired. Yeah, they were let go, Ryan. So they need bullets. And there's a couple of different spots we can go to loot ammo. There was a bag that we looted over here, but now that the mutation's over there, I don't want to go back over there. So what we'll do is we can go over near the police station here. Police station's here. And there's a military checkpoint at the end of the road that we could... Oh, there's one at the end of the road up here, too, we could loot. Never mind, we're good, we're good. Yeah, we got a couple different spots we could hit. We'll do this one because it's cool. I've never seen this one before.
Sasquatch here. I lost some good soldiers today. I don't like losing soldiers. It means I got a whole hell of a lot more Zeds to kill to keep the old yin-yang balanced.
Oh shit, look at that, dude. The broken heart, or the barbed heart, Niagara. There's no way. There's no way I got another banger. I'll turn this motherfucker off right now, dude. Okay, we're good. Why'd she do that? Why'd she make that noise? Skater, how you doing? Oh, damn it. I'm such a fucking noob. So now we got a play card that's awake. I should have known. So this heart's awake.
I knew I'd find
Oh, nice.
something.
Did get a sidearm though. Happy about that. Trade refused to deal with me. Now we got the false rumors curveball.
Maybe someone would want this.
No, my curveball settings are set on maximum negative. Oh, this car only has a 4-slot. I don't know why I thought this one had a bigger trunk than it does. So let's go bring them this ammo. Maybe that's just a bug. Oh, man. That one had the purple eyes, which means it's affected by that. Curveball.
Hi there. Please do come in.
There's some bullets,
Thanks,
Addy.
bunches. Hang in there, okay?
Hola, amigo. Mi casa es su casa. Hey, amigo.
How about we see what we've got?
Okay.
Damn, yeah, that damn curveball's messing us up. Shit's so expensive. All right, so we're gonna head up to the actually, let me see here. I'm gonna actually go back main menu and reload. I want to see if it fixes the UI and shows me that circle. Stay Decay 2 1 and 2 won't let me define your channel, so it makes me happy anytime you play. I know a lot of people. Yeah, I'd say a majority of people that watch me now or have watched me came from my State of Decay 2 stuff. But as you guys know, I was trying to put some time in between playthroughs because, yep, there it is. Had a feeling.
I have another task for you. Details
That's
forthcoming.
huge. I was like, I seen some purple-eyed zombies, so I had a feeling that the circle was huge. Now this police station is outside of the zone though, so we should be okay with that. Mysterious broadcast mission. You get some actually cool weapons from these missions here. So it's at this cell tower down here near the heart. Let's go do that. Swing by our outpost real quick and grab some gas. I wish I had some damn coffee, but it is what it is. Make it look so easy. I mean, we haven't tried to kill a plague heart. If I were to try to kill a plague heart right now, we'd probably get beat up pretty good. Oh, nice. But I gotta find some ammo. Now that we got this black plague heart, we're definitely gonna have to expend a little effort into killing that. We got to find out what it's weak to. Probably do that while we're over there. Yeah, I think the main thing I think people, the issue they have with plague hearts is for some reason when people fight a plague heart, they like overcommit, and when you fight a plague heart, you could leave. Like if you start feeling too much pressure, you just back out. You know what I mean? You get in your car and you leave. But people, they overcommit. They think like once they're there, like they have to just stay and fight to the death. It's like, nah, dude, you can just leave.
I should be careful of plague zombies around here.
This is plague territory here. We gotta be careful because I'm not trying to wake up another heart. You don't like the way I talk? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I am sorry to hear that. Probably should do yourself a favor then. Click off the video. Because we don't know what happened. Your ears might start bleeding and shit. I don't want to be responsible for that. As long as there's no screamers, we'll be alright.
How about we try one of my ideas? I want to find allies in this town who will help us wipe out the blood plague. We can't do it alone.
We're gonna break contact here really quick. I forgot how many times, how many zombies it takes. I know in Lethal Zone you only kill like 8 zombies. Outside of stealth before you wake up the plague heart. I don't know what it is in Nightmare Zone though. Yeah, people sometimes say some wild ass shit. Like you be like, "What the hell?" That's just so funny. You know, people come up, bro. I don't like the way you talk, and it's just like, well, fuck, dude, why you listening to me then and shit? That's crazy. You know, but then if I say some shit, then I'm wrong, you know, because if I'm like, oh, well, who the fuck, your name is Alien, you bro, you sound like a fucking idiot, bro. But you didn't even spell alien right. You know, then it's just like, oh, why you being mean, bro? Why you being mean, bro? Yeah, so when you get here, all it does is give you the coordinates to another location, which is down here. All right, but that feral's gonna go over there. So we're gonna walk. Oh no, we'll drive. I'm a little worried about screamers right now because I already woke up one plague heart. I have a black plague heart, so I think that counts as 2 plague hearts that are awake on my map, which means the infestation system is gonna be kicking into overdrive right now.
Hello out there. I have some goodies to trade straight from Trumbull Valley. Come on by.
That is way too much. Oh shit, good shit. We could do 2 without too much, I don't think. So that shouldn't be too much
Just about out of these.
when it comes to the damn waking up a plague heart. But these guys, we can kill them from range. Massive, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Wait until you hear Brian screaming the epic sneeze. Ah, dude, that's it. That's a big L. The alien, you lost all credibility. He's talking like an idiot now. He sounds like that one drunk, like super high dude that's like super burnt out and just saying shit that makes no sense. Like, how crazy would that be, dude? Like, if you guys were just sitting here, right, and I was like, I was more than a second away. I was close. I'm that guy who can talk about it. You know why? Because you forgot about the exceptions.
Another project is Cleo. Observed population density in area designated Trumbull Valley is beneath the
What?
baseline target. Citizens are instructed to relocate.
Bro, you gonna
area
call the
designated
motherfucking police.
Trumbull Valley at their earliest convenience. Sorry, folks. Just a little radio malfunction there. Please, go about your business.
That's I read exactly what he typed. That's what he said. That doesn't make no sense. The zombies are so annoying when they're moving around like this, trying to shoot them. And then it's like, as soon as you go to shoot, they freaking jerk and go a different way. And it's because this keeps aggroing them over and over again. But killing them all in stealth does not count towards waking up the plague heart, so we're good to go. Ooh, I forgot we get that rifle. Nice, we got a freaking suppress 5.56 already.
Fine performance, to be sure. Many thanks.
All right, decent. And I got a little bit of 5.56 back at base, too. Ah, King Rich, I appreciate you. Dude, we need a freaking bigger trunk. That shit is wild. All right, so where is the enclave person? Where the hell is the enclave for that? Yeah, we got hostels up here too. I think it's maybe this little building right next door to the playground, but no, no. Maybe we gotta go. Oh, I think we gotta go into the zone and like find them. Let me see. Get off! Get off!
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
Yeah, we got to go in and locate the enclave. So I think we should warm up on another plague heart just to kind of get the juices flowing. I haven't killed one in so long, guys. I'm gonna probably get scratched pretty bad. Oh my god, thank you so much for the gifted. This is not actually infested. It's got that little. Sometimes that happens. You get like it's like a little UI bug. Like you'll get like it's only on the mini map though. It's wild. But I think we're gonna warm up on that plague heart up the road there. Ooh. But if it falls within the. Oh shit. So the issue with this plague heart right now is if I fight this one right now, it's going to, the zombies in it are going to have the headless mutation. The plague zombies are all going to drop lures, which are going to attract more zombies, and they're going to be resistant to fire. So we are not going to do that plague heart right now. We're going to let that one kind of ride, and we'll go into the plague territory for the black plague heart and see if we could locate the enclave. Because we could park right up here on the edge of town and kind of walk in. It's got a small AO. We are going to have to bring some extra heals, though, because we're going to be taking damage the whole time.
Hey, everyone.
Somewhere around here. Fancy yourself a survivalist. I wonder if she made it this long.
Nice day, huh?
No, we're sitting at 29. We're at 29, guys. 29 new members tonight. Oh. Yeah, so I actually have a decent bit of 5.56. All right, Josie is our blood plague survivor. So
Still got something to take care of.
bringing her will be ideal. So our goal here is to. We should bring a crossbow. Yeah, we'll bring a crossbow because we gotta figure out what the plague heart's weak to, and I believe to do that you have to farm up the we gotta farm up the black plague samples. So we'll bring the crossbow to farm those. Some goodies here. I think I'll swap this out because we're gonna save these for the heart. Use those instead. I would like to craft energy drinks, but we need chemistry and cooking. If we get 5 scraps of circuitry, we'll be able to upgrade our thing to a rank 2, which will give us that going. It'll give us access to the suppressor for our handgun. Paul dropped 2. Just to make it 31, dude, is wild. There ain't no way. Paul, thank you so much. I appreciate you though, brother. For real. Oh, another batch of 5.56 here too. So yeah, we got ammo, guys. We got good amount of ammo. All right, so let's head over there. I got a sledgy. Yeah, we got one of those too, but we don't know what it's weak to. So if I go in there smacking it, it could not be weak to melee. It'll have 10 times more health. A lot of food spots right down here too. We got 2 spots right across from each other. So I'll say right off the bat, Nightmare Zone has a lot of loot. We don't get too close to that screamer. Are Red Talons better than fully skilled survivors? Bev, it depends. Depends on what you like to play with, because there's certain things Red Talons can't do. But then there's a lot of things Red Talons can do. But I'd say more times than not, a Red Talon is better than a fully upgraded Red Talon is better than a fully upgraded survivor in most cases. Gotta be careful. Ooh. Oh shit, I didn't even realize we had to drive through that much of the territory. Yeah, so as you guys can see, that was part of the Black Plague Heart territory. These are super hard to fucking hit though because they move around so much.
That burns. Something feels different about this plague heart. I'm not quite sure what.
Taking quite a bit of damage right now. Yeah, there's a possibility we could die, dude. This is a dangerous enough situation. We could actually die. And when they're running around like this, they're a pain in the ass to hit.
that soon. You think we should get rid of some of these infestations, maybe? That was the last one. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. I've got to keep that one down. That burns. Something feels different about this plague heart. I'm not quite sure what.
This place is nasty as fuck, dude. Yeah, this is, we can get up on here and maybe scout from there to see if we can spot the... I didn't think Nightmare Zone could get this dangerous. There they are right there, I believe.
That's a full-blown horde.
This Black Plague Heart's no joke.
That could still be drivable.
Passenger van. We might go grab that, guys.
I think that should do it for now.
We can get a repair kit out of there too. Should have brought some distraction. My main downfall for this, I already know, is I'm underestimating Nightmare Zone because I'm a Lethal Zone player, and that is going to end up biting me in the ass. We got some infestations getting nasty up here. Could you give feedback to Undead Labs on State of Decay 3? I mean, of course. I'm gonna switch out my other one at base for that one. But right now I definitely want the van. But even the infestations, you know, we got fucking 2 ferals over here, and it's in a... This whole area is quite nasty. Honestly, like, I'm a little worried about firing up a Lethal Zone playthrough. I feel like I'm gonna get my ass handed to me, chat. There's a solid chance I will get my shit slurped. There it is.
infestations around here are getting out of hand.
I need some plague samples, dude. Okay, so it's got good fuel. We can go hit the seconds really quick. We'll try to see if we can get a repair kit for this beast. We'll see if we can get one out of here.
Wonderful. Not exactly what I was hoping for.
Oh, nice. Finally got a fucking 8 slot, dude. I'm not going to get rid of the 7, though, because my guy back at base only has a 6. Let's go see if we can get our hands on a repair kit really fast. We don't have any heals either on us. Got the 5 circuitry though, which is nice. So we'll be able to upgrade our workshop. I said it before during one of my previous playthroughs, because we did a full last year. That's what we were playing exclusively, was the lethal zone, all max negative curveballs, and it was ridiculous actually how much more difficult the game was. Like, it was extremely difficult. Just turning the curveballs up and all the way maxed out negative. I was like, yo, we lost survivors. I think one of the playthroughs I lost, what, 3, 4 survivors? It might even been more. We had some gravestones going, chat. There was some battles in some of them playthroughs. So for those of you guys playing on the Nightmare Zone, like, this is actually a relatively decent challenge. I'm pretty sure the play cards will probably be a little easier, and looting is where we're kind of chilling right now, because loot is quite plentiful. I don't feel like we're really hurting on anything right now. Anything that I need to find is relatively... Oh, shit. But everything we need to find for the most part is relatively easy for me to get my hands on, where I think that's where lethal's a bit different. It's like you could need some shit and you just can't find it. Like... So I honestly don't
This
like
place seems clear for now,
the
but you know
positive
that won't
curveballs. I find a lot of them are just grossly overpowered. And I don't like things given to me just for no reason. So in some of those curveballs, the positive ones, it's just like, yeah, here's this. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, it's just too much. I'd rather there be negative or no curveballs at all. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. I feel like the positive ones, I don't know. I tried them once on one playthrough. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. And then once they allowed us to turn them off, I was so happy. I was so happy. Nathan, thank you for the super chat. How you doing today, Nathan? Trying to see if we can get some damn medicine, but...
That's a lot of stuff.
No, yeah, on Lethal Zone, when you kill the plague heart, the zombies, plague zombies stay alive. That screamer caught onto us. We're good, though. Here's one for serious because I want the zombies to actually have toes instead of shoes with toes drawn on them. What are you on about, Army guy? That's not a thing. Those are toes.
I should probably search somewhere else.
Those are shoes. The toes have no separation. It's the plague. It's the plague goop. Got them a little sticky. See, I wouldn't mind going and dip my toes back in that area over there to get that other black plague sample, but I don't have any health. Now, there's a medical site over here that we could hit really quick. Man, these infestations are going crazy right now. What was it? Hold on, give me 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. All right, yeah, so I'm going to make my way over to this medical area here on the corner. We'll try to see if we can get some meds. Yeah, I need a snack. I just went and grabbed a couple graham crackers real quick. And doesn't Nightmare Zone have like significantly less plague hearts than Lethal? Lethal has like upwards of like 30 something, like 20 to 30 plague hearts.
Well, that's the last of that. There's not really anything else to find.
Well, time for me to move on. If you ever end up over in Trumbull, feel free to stop by.
That Pharaoh's harassing, dude.
I'm a little full at the moment.
All right, so we got a tiny bit of meds. We'll go run this stuff. What we could do is we could actually get an outpost here.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
No, we didn't got to run all the way back to base. Damn. Everything's just going wrong, chat. I think we need 5 of these altogether. Really, Austin Powers this fucking shit.
Anybody out there want to give me a hand here?
That burns! Something feels different about this plague heart. I'm not quite sure what. I have to rest. one left.
Okay, I think we have enough samples. No, I generally wouldn't go for a fuel outpost, but it's in a good spot. Give us a good base of operations for the middle to the side of the map. And a good staging area to push this plague cart from.
There's a few stragglers around.
Look, the world today is about doing whatever's necessary to stay alive. So, not too different than all the rest of recorded history.
Are you really looking at my graham crackers? Really? The only reason why you're standing there, you looking at my graham crackers? Really? I was wondering why my daughter was sitting here, chat. She was just sitting here eyeing up my damn little pack of graham crackers.
We might want to set up an outpost here.
Okay,
Hey,
so now
folks,
we're in
the
good
outpost
shape.
is up and running. You know, with some extra elbow grease, this place might really shine.
That's pretty heavy.
Praying this comes to PlayStation one day. I mean, that would have 100%, I think, be a... That'd have to be a Microsoft decision. My question is, did Halo ever go to PlayStation? Or Gears of War?
At least it's not nothing. This is going to be a good day.
So they did do Gears of War. I mean, maybe the Halo games no because they're just old. But you would think. I mean, if the way I look, if Gears could go, I'm not saying it's impossible for State of Decay to not. I honestly believe we should live in a world with no console exclusive games. I feel like console exclusivity used to mean a lot back in the day, back during like the console war between Xbox and but nowadays I feel like game studios are hurting so much on sales. They need the other, you know what I mean? Like say this game comes out for Xbox, right? Or State of Decay 3 comes out for Xbox. They could sell 10, 12, 30, 20, let's just say 20 million copies, right? But it's like, if they were to open that up to PlayStation, they could sell 40 million copies. Double their base, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why. And I feel like Microsoft would make more money on the extra sales of the game than console sales. You know what I mean? But I don't know. There's a lot of people that are probably a lot smarter than me that plan this shit out, but that's how I look at it, at least. I feel like console exclusivity doesn't make any sense to me. Even from a business standpoint, I don't see it how it's good. All right, so we can bring these 5 samples up. Now I'm gonna test this. It seemed like I was able to drive into Black Plague Heart territory, and it didn't seem like it was smoking my fuel that bad. All right, we're gonna switch characters real quick. So I think this one might not be affecting gas.
Bang it out.
So, who knows, guys? Maybe State of Decay will go to PlayStation one day. I know that would be a big deal for Undead Labs. All right, so we got that. We're gonna switch to the bigger backpack. So we got a couple 7s now. Grab the 5 of those. And are we still being affected by that traitor curveball? Yeah, Vicious Rumors is still in effect. So we're not gonna waste time trying to sell anything right now. All right, we're good. Oh, we need gas. Well, yeah, River, that's what I was saying. Like, Xbox right now, you know, that's the whole point of console exclusive games, is to try to put out games that will drive customers to buy their console. But in today's day and age, that just isn't happening because consoles are so expensive. Most people don't own a PlayStation and an Xbox. It's one or the other, especially when you spend $700-800 per system. So that's why, in my opinion, as a whole, like, say you sell 20,000 consoles, like, okay, yeah, that's nice. But if they sell, like, if say right now, if Microsoft went and said, you know what, you could buy State of Decay 2 on PlayStation right now. All right, right now nobody's going out and buying Xboxes to play State of Decay 2. They're not, and if they are, it's few in between. What do you think they're going to make more money on? The game being a console exclusive for Xbox, or if they just went and put it on PlayStation right now? I guarantee if they put this game on PlayStation right now, they'd probably sell 500,000 copies. It'd be a ridiculous amount of people that have been waiting years and years and years and years and years to play this game, and they would buy it for sure. So the whole, like, trying to drive people to play on their console, I get it. I feel like but that doesn't work, I feel like, anymore, especially for Microsoft, because I feel Sony is going to be the one that sucks up a lot of the exclusives, because Sony has the best exclusives, in my opinion. Most people just have, like, you have a PC, you don't even need to play on Xbox. I don't know. I feel like Xbox needs to open it up.
Shit. A lot of plague zombies around here.
zombies. So we got a siege coming. Damn, have I ever even got a siege before?
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, this is new to me. Let's get in here real quick. I usually keep my map super clean.
Plague zombie.
Fuck, oh fuck! This plague heart feels different somehow.
Okay, so they're gonna try to figure out what the weakness of the plague heart is. And then they'll contact us with the out information. Oh, we gotta get back to base. Blackheart is weak to melee attacks. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. Nice, vicious rumors is over. John, the thing about gaming PCs is you don't have to upgrade them consistently to continuously play games. My son has had my old PC that had my 3060 Ti in it, and I got that computer when the 3060 first came out. So we're talking 5 years old, maybe. And he still plays that computer still to this day. We've never upgraded a single piece of hardware in it, nothing. And he's still able to play every single game that comes out to this day. Now, granted, some of them he can't run on ultra 4K, you know, like stunning, crazy, god tier graphics. We might have to. Whoa,
Everybody get ready.
Shit.
We have a long fight on our hands. We got an angry horde on our hands. Fucking beat. You rolling deep or what?
Fucking headless smut. Got another horde coming. Okay, so the screamer bloaters. This one attacked us a little premature, so we didn't have to worry too much about juggernauts. Wish I had a little bit of fire. I did have a Molotov. Where the hell is that Molotov, actually? Is it in the van? I think it's in the van. No, it's not. Chad, didn't I loot a Molotov? The horde's coming.
Guess we get to see tomorrow. That cloud fucked me up.
Woo! There's a lot of zombies.
Can't do it.
Okay, this one.
Left of that.
Fuck, the headless mutation is so wicked. I don't know how long they go after they lose their head. I think it's like 5 to 10 seconds or something, and then they'll eventually die. Yeah, so it's like 10 seconds
I gotta take a break.
that they'll continue moving without a head. It's like a chicken with its head cut off. It's like so I just realized no matter how much damage you do to it, even after it dies with its head, it just still goes. So we can prep up for the Blackheart now. I did just use a good bit of my 5.56 on that siege. But we're going to go straight for the heart here instead of trying to clear all this nonsense out. We'll just go straight for the heart. That way when the heart dies, all this should just dwindle away on its own. Get a cell tower for the plague disruptor? Yeah, I mean, we could. Question is, do I have enough stamina for this? There's my Molotov. I'm hoping I have enough stamina items for this. That's the last one. You have one of mine? Let me get one. It's just fair. All right, Black Plague Heart time. You know what we need to do? This is why we're having such bad luck, guys. He wasn't wearing the hoodie. Damn. We're gonna need more healing items, actually.
We got a plague heart nearby.
Not the same on Blood Plague Survivor. She's beat up and tired. Fueling the plague? Are you kidding me? Where is that? That's a nasty fucking curveball too. I've actually lost like 2 survivors on that curveball before. Strange Mutations is over.
Man, this place fucking reeks. Shit, that burns. Plague heart feels different somehow. Got a bad feeling about this. You like that, motherfucker? I can't keep this up. I'm slowing down. getting low on that. Thing's getting fucked up.
Oh, good shit, dude. Forgot the black blinkers have like 5 fucking phases. Damn.
Tire out lugging this shit around.
Mill, what's up, man? No, we don't have no updates. No, we're it's just been a while. A lot of people have been asking about it. So I decided to jump on and do a little bit of a playthrough today. The problem is you can't really do anything with the Black Plague samples outside of the missions.
Gotta catch my breath.
Like no zombie noise right now. It's so weird.
Damn, this shit is heavy.
Turns to regular samples. You know, the bloaters just stop and talk to each other.
That could be worse.
Okay, so these should start dying off now. The one plague heart we do still have is this one is still going to be an issue because it's awake. So at some point we're going to have to go take care of that one too.
Got some quality stuff to trade. Anybody interested?
Decorate the base for a blacklight party. That would work. That's a good purpose. Might be a little moist. Monet, thank you for the 43. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good day today. This van sucks on fuel. Holy crap, guys. Gotta go get that car back and try to upgrade it. These zombies will blow up if we hit them. Patrick, thank you for the 32. Getting close to the granny. Getting close to being a certified granny puncher. Barely had enough fuel.
Supplies for the squad.
So we are completely out of med storage, which is wild. I do have a pill press. We got to get some medicine made here. Oh, we need... I got to turn... I was like, dude, I got water. We got to turn it on. So we've been hurting on medicine. Been using these little bandages and shit like that. So now we can actually craft up some painkillers. Do up a batch of those. Actually, I might do two. I might do up a second batch. What is this? Oh, it's a doctor's mission. Yeah, we might do up two batches. Yeah, they're only one each. Dude, the pill press is OP, chat. That's crazy cheap. We gotta spam this shit. I didn't think the pill press was gonna make it that guys, like, I just spammed out what? 40 things of meds?
Hello out there. My name is Ray Santos. You don't know me, but I'd like you to become my neighbor. Here in Trumbull Valley, we're looking for good folks willing to work hard to rebuild this land. If that sounds like you, then I suggest you pack up your stuff and join us here. There's plenty to live for in Trumbull Valley.
It makes my heart warm to see people smiling on occasion.
Yeah, Ray out here wild with that damn message, dude. We're gonna let Hector rest up. And then Josie here. Yeah, we gotta upgrade our infirmary to rank 2. That way people start healing from their injuries. Yeah, we're starting to get our feet under us right now. Took a little bit for me to kind of get warmed back up to it. The curveballs hit us really, really early on, and it was quite punishing. Quite punishing, to be honest. Honestly, if I was on lethal zone, shit, it would have been real bad. That probably would have been real bad. Got a materials trader there. My current skill level, I don't even know if I could beat a lethal zone playthrough. That'd be bad. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna end this here. I wanted to jump in. I wanted to check out some Nightmare Zone today. I was actually pleasantly surprised on the level of difficulty. It's pretty hard. It's pretty tough. So going forward after today, I don't know if you guys want to see more of this or if you guys want me to just jump in and try a lethal zone playthrough with the same settings. I'll be honest with you, it's probably gonna be a shit show, guys. If we do a lethal zone playthrough, it's probably gonna be a shit show. I'm like 90% sure it's gonna be bad, real bad. But let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. And again, I want to say thank you so much for all the love, all the support, guys. Remember, drop comments when the stream's over. Click back on the video, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what you guys want to see. And then we'll go from there. But I'll be doing another stream here shortly in a little bit. So hopefully I'll see a bunch of you guys over there. If not, you have a great rest of your night. And for everybody else, I love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.